Top 8 Chinese seafood restaurants. That's a topic we'll discuss here for today. I'm Engineer Morgan Sa, your coach ng Bayan. So many are asking me, Coach, where's a good place for Chinese seafood, especially for the lapu-lapu dish or the soy sauce with lapu-lapu, or even crab, lobsters, and all the other abalone seafoods? So I've come up with a top 8 recommendation list for Chinese seafood restaurants that serve especially the steamed soy sauce lapu-lapu, crabs, lobster, and abalone. So a lot of these restaurants I've dined at several times to be able to make this review as I can. So, and without further ado, my top 8 ranking would be, coming in at number 8 would be Century Park Seafood Restaurant, which is located in Ermita, Manila. So this Century Park Seafood has been there for several maybe a decade or more, and it's a very known place for Chinese weddings and engagements. So Century Park Seafood Restaurant has a very good and extensive seafood menu and very good dishes when they prepare them. Coming in at number 7 would be Tao Yuan in Resorts World Manila. So this small seafood restaurant, relatively speaking to other Chinese restaurants, which is actually a big restaurant already, but compared to the large-scale seafood restaurants of the usual Chinese, Tao Yuan's a very good Chinese seafood restaurant, which also serves everything in the seafood menu and has very, very good quality. Coming in at number 6 would be Jasmin at the New World Hotel. And coming in at number 5 would be Uno Wharf Seafood, which is in Binondo, Manila. And coming in at number 4 would be the President Grand Palace, also in Binondo, Manila. And coming in at number 3, one of my favorites, the Empress in BGC High Street. If you go there, you'll always see that there's a lot of people eating there, from foreigners to locals, because all the Chinese seafood there is complete, from premium to entry level. Whether you're talking of the black lapu-lapu grouper or the red lapu-lapu grouper, they have it. They have the lobsters, especially. They have the abalones. They have all the complete premium and entry-level seafood dishes in the Chinese palette. And coming in at number 2, of course, is a standard bearer in the Chinese seafood lineup. When we always talk about this brand, it's called the Summer Palace in EDSA Shangri-La. It's also managed by none other than someone I know, Nancy Farm. She's a very good manager, and she maintains the standards of this place to an international level. Sometimes I think it's not even just international level; it's in the top of the world when you eat at the Summer Palace in EDSA Shangri-La. It's just a bit costly, but it's worth the price, because Summer Palace in EDSA Shang really prepares their dishes to the height or the maximum excellence in terms of every little detail, from the food to the ingredients to the preparation of your tabletops. Everything is in tip-top shape thanks to Nancy Farm. And coming in at number 1, this number 1 has been a favorite of mine because it has also every other excellent capability that the Summer Palace has, but this one offers it in a more I wouldn't say affordable, but rather at a lesser price, or at a more conveniently reachable price. And it's called the Shanghai Saloon. They have a branch in Podium in Ortigas Mall. They are Podium Mall Ortigas, and they're opening, or already have opened, in Molito Alabang Lifestyle Center. The Shanghai Saloon is a very quaint restaurant. Actually, it's more hip. Summer Palace is more formal dining, class, while Shanghai Saloon exhibits this very hip Xintiandi French Quarter vibe. If any one of you has been to Shanghai, there's this place in Shanghai called the Xintiandi. It's hip, it's got all the bars, it's got all the hidden nightlife. That's what Shanghai Saloon is, yet it also still has the very vibe of class. They have singers at night which sing lounge songs, so similar to a 5-star hotel, and they serve you all these 5-star quality Chinese seafood from everything you can think of as well, and at a more reasonable price, or a more reachable price. That's why I love it here because Shanghai Saloon exhibits all the good qualities of every other restaurant I mentioned, but it's packaged in a very modern Chinese Sintian hip vibe that's very fun to go there, especially at night. And they also have these unlimited dim sum menus during the lunchtime. But personally, I go there for the seafood because the seafood is always my favorite. That's why I came up with a seafood list. Now, there are a lot of Chinese restaurants out there, but some of them don't specialize in seafood. And this list that I came up with is especially focusing on Chinese seafood. So number one is number one because it's got both excellence and good quality menu and an affordable, reachable price. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest Chinese restaurant because many people would argue with me that Shanghai Saloon is actually above the normal rates. But if you look at what you're getting, the quality for what you're getting, it's actually very, very good because the value for money versus what you get is 5-star cuisine at an affordable, or I wouldn't say once again the word affordable, at a very reachable value for money rate. It's worth the money. So that's my top 8 Chinese seafood restaurant recommendations. Once again, I'm Engineer Morgan Sa, your coach ng Bayan.